Let me tell you about Natalie. Natalie was walking down 58th Street on her way to work when a man who was parking his car, instead of hitting the brakes, he hit the gas, knocking Natalie into a plate glass window of a store. They rushed her to the New York Presbyterian Hospital. 10 minutes later, she wouldn't have made it. She went into a coma. She had a broken back, broken jaw, broken pelvis, and 2 broken hips. She was in the coma for 2 months. When she came out, she had to go through 6 months of therapy to learn how to talk and walk all over again. When she came out of the hospital, she was on OxyContin to relieve the pain, but it wasn't working. And what was the side effect? The side effect was depression. She was also carrying some beliefs of shame. She was thinking that, was she the cause of this accident? She even wondered if maybe it was a punishment from God. Have you ever had thoughts like that? Well, it was at this time, last October, that she came to our 75th anniversary right here at the Unity Center. And she started to attend Unity. And she began to realize that she wasn't the cause of this accident. She began to realize that she could let go and needed to let go of some beliefs that she'd been carrying around. She needed to let go of some of the blame and shame that she'd been carrying since her childhood. She needed to let go of this whole idea of guilt. And she started to. She began to let go of a lot of shame and fear and guilt that she'd been carrying around a long time. She started letting go of some of her tears and her unhappiness. She began to attend Unity regularly. And as a result, she is now, because her beliefs brought her to where she was before, her changed beliefs have brought her to where she is today, a person who is more satisfied, content, and happy in her life. Natalie had an Easter victory. Natalie is here today. She's been serving as a greeter and usher today. And next Sunday, she's going to become an official member, along with some others, of the Unity Center of New York. Natalie's a courageous person who had an Easter victory. Natalie, would you stand so we can acknowledge you? Through the Christ within, you can have victory over limiting beliefs that have stopped you. Through the Christ within, you can find the strength, the courage to keep on going and doing what you know is yours to do. Because there will be obstacles. There will be people who don't like what you're doing. There will be people who don't like you. Even Jesus had a few enemies. But through the Christ within you, you can face that physical challenge. Through the Christ within you, you can develop loving, harmonious relationships. You can restore that bond that you had with that son, that daughter, that relative. Through the Christ within you, you can put down that boulder of resentment and bitterness. Through the Christ within you, you can be victorious. This Easter and forevermore, know that there's a dimension of spirit that transcends anything you or I will ever go through. There is that in you that can overcome limitations. Job chapter 22, verse 29 says, "When men are cast down, then thou shalt say, there is lifting up." I love this statement of St. Paul. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. The Christ within you. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Do you know that for yourself? Do you know that power and believe that through the Christ within, you can do all things? I'd like you to join me now and let us stand and affirm with conviction these words of St. Paul. I want you to stand as if you know this truth, that the resurrecting power of God is within you. That same presence that was within Jesus. And affirm with me, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Together, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Again, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. One more time. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Now slap somebody and say, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. On his deathbed, Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, uttered his last words, Christ in you, your hope of glory. And I'd like to add today, Christ in you, your Easter victory. God bless you. Thank you.